coaster, Sam.
Fuck you, Sam!
Fuck you, Big Steve! Fuck you for this dinosaur grand finale, bitch!
Fuck you, you crazy bitch! Fuck you, Sam!
Steve from these crazy ass cats!
Fuck you, Sam, from Jimmy Fountain. My wish was to fuck you.
Fuck you, Big Steve, from the same bathroom that George Michael got caught jacking off in!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the FU Sam and Steve podcast starring Big Sam and L-Bomb. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this revolutionary, one-of-a-kind podcast that's never been done before. Welcome, Mr. L-Bomb, to this live feed of the FU Sam and Steve podcast. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, sir. And a fuck you afternoon to you, Mr. Sam.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So I'm just going to hop right into this. This is a podcast that is dedicated to the FU Sam and Steve phenomenon. If you're not familiar with the said phenomenon, let me explain to you. That video you just saw was of one of my best friends, Steve
Worldwide.
Eichelberger.
Worldwide.
Thank you. Thank you, L-Bomb. It was a worldwide viral sensation, okay? A couple years ago, the video got picked up. But the way it started was one time I was at the Great Wall of China, right? Because we travel like just crazy bitches. And I said to my brother, hold this. It was a flip cam, okay? This is before the smartphone craze. It was a flip cam. And I jumped up at the Great Wall of China and I said, fuck you, Steve, from the Great Wall of China. And L-Bomb, when I tell you that a movement was created in bro culture, it's an understatement.
Yes, I buy it. I buy it 100%.
Understatement. And
I want to say one thing real quick. The
Yeah,
last
go
time I had a viral sensation, I had to have my urethra pumped.
Mm,
We're good.
jeez. I'm sorry to hear that. Jesus. Okay.
We're good.
No, so let's just roll into a little bit more of the video. But basically, the viral sensation became two bros telling each other to fuck off from all over the world. From pregnancy rooms, you know what I mean? It gets that deep.
Gross.
The Dodgers games, nothing is off limits. And let's just, Brand, you want to roll a little bit of that? Let's
do
pull
it, man.
some of that up
Let's
for
do
you.
it.
I mean, this feels really good, guys, by the way. Here
Well,
we
what
go.
I'd like to do here, just a quick interjection, is
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to break these down because for anyone who's wondering, first of all, yes, I have a hop to take at 0600. So,
Sure.
Just another side note, I am not involved with these. I was disqualified because the only FU Sam and Steve video I did was, of course, in my F-15 Tomcat as I blew a MiG out of the sky, crucifixed through the shrapnel,
Wow.
and gave an FU to Sam and Steve.
Yeah.
I
No,
lost
I
my
mean-
cell phone in battle. Steve and Sam deleted the footage. I will never participate, but I will judge. And that's what I'm here for today.
Thank you, Brian, and for your judgment. And let me just and thank you for your service too, by the way. But let me just back up a little bit to start. About a few months ago, I had asked Steve Eichelberger, one of my best friends in the world, to do this podcast with me. I said, Steve, please. He's a real estate developer. He's like one of the biggest real estate developers in all of Atlanta, Georgia. Super talented guy. Am I lying, L-Bomb?
You're being nice.
I'm being nice, okay?
Not going to call you a liar.
Okay,
Not going to call you a liar. You're being nice.
Okay, the kid was born with a silver spoon straight up his fat sphincter butt.
I
love him.
saw him eat cereal with that spoon a few times too.
Ugh.
He'd pull it out, have
No.
some Kellogg's,
No.
Frosted Flakes, shove it right back in there.
His mom was holding the spoon, okay? He doesn't hold his own spoon.
That's right.
Now,
That's right.
back to this. So I asked Steve, I said, Steve, let's do a podcast and review our viral sensation of all these videos, and we'll give people a behind the look at our lives, at bro culture, because what happened from this video is it was featured in Unilad, The Chive, Bro Bible, you name them. You name all of them. And we were in those guy bro culture websites and they were loving us. It was the bromance of the decade. And all I asked Steve was to just take an hour out of your week, a half hour, to do this podcast. And he couldn't do it. So that's why I had to go get a serviceman. And thank you, Elbom, for helping me out.
Because I know this Steve character a bit, and his commitment to an hour in a week, anybody can do it except one guy, this guy.
Thank you. No, he does the work of half of a man who doesn't have legs or arms. But let's roll a little bit more of the video just to give people who are new to this sensation of this, this viral sensation. Just tell them, just show them what it is.
You, Big Steve from this leaf blower. Fuck you, Big Steve from the Playboy Mansion. Bitch.
You piece of shit!
Fuck Big Steve.
Fuck you,
Take an hour out of your week. You, Big Steve! Slide down, fuck! Mad bitch! Suck it, Big Steve from the Great Wall of China, you son of a bitch!
All right. And, Brian, that was just a little more of a taste of what we were talking with. I am hoping there is a chance that some of that got muted for a second, so I just want to let our, huge following at this point for, being patient. This is a live feed. We're going straight through Facebook, so we can actually take your comments through the Facebooks if you guys are here. So
I have a comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Elbom. What do you think? Mm-hmm.
About 40 seconds into that, I believe this Steve character looked like he was on a free fall, possibly at Six Flags. But I wasn't sure if it was him or if it was the lead singer for Color Me Bad.
Yeah, I have to say, and I'm just going to take this back, Brian, real quick. You see this right here.
Sam, I have on a grand scale, somebody come grab my arms because I want to punch my screen because that's what his face makes me want to do.
Right.
Like
totally
that dude's face is beyond punchable.
Yeah. Let's get a close up for the folks. Look, this guy, I'm going to tell my kids that this was an Amber Alert.
I think Chris Hansen just texted me. If there's a sexual predator face,
it's him. Yeah, I'm actually surprised.
Good God, dude.
I'm surprised Facebook hasn't even totally cut our feed yet because we've got the guy who they started Megan's Law for.
Yes.
So anyway,
looking at that still pic right there.
What do you
While
think?
Whatever he's doing with that coin, he's doing you can see the gears in his head is where's the playground? Where's the closest playground? Daddy needs to get it wet.
Daddy does. And let's point out too, he is at the Trevi Fountain.
Could you explain that for the audience? Because I obviously know what that is.
Okay, Trevi Fountain is in Italy. It's a beautiful fountain. It's millions of years old.
It's where the Grateful Dead wrote Ripple. It's where Jerry Garcia wrote Ripple.
Yeah. And Steve what you do is you go there like any fountain and you throw a wish in. And his wish was, let's play this back for the people real quick, Brian.
Hit me.
My wish was to fuck you.
Fuck you!
Okay. That one was actually his wish to fuck me, which,
right.
Thank you, Steve.
Right.
That felt pretty good because a lot of times it is to fuck my wife or put something in my wife. He's threatened Brian to, an airliner jet is going to land inside my wife,
Sure.
insinuating that my wife's, vagina is just that loose.
Cavernous.
Really?
Like you could go spelunking in it.
Like it's a birthing canal now?
Sure.
So in this, Brian, this next video that's about to play from our viral classic, this one killed. This was me. I was actually working at Bite Size TV at the time. I was a producer, hosting, where I ran the comedy channel at this place. Just did everything. They ran me dry. But one thing I did when we were on a little tour of Hollywood was I got off at the actual bathroom where George Michael got caught jerking off in. And I said to myself, bing, what a great place to do a fuck you, Steve, too. So why don't you
solid,
check this out?
solid,
check this out real quick.
Big Steve from the same bathroom that George Michael got caught jacking off in. Fuck you!
Now, I just want to pause that real
here's what
quick. Let me roll back, Brian. I don't know if you notice, and this is the level of commitment, but do you see that there's a dude
Michael got caught.
there?
Yeah, confirmed. I definitely see the dude, and I just take.
Do you see? Dude he's taking a piss, and he didn't budge. So I got to give a shout out to that guy because I didn't go in and get a release or anything from him. I didn't give him a release. I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, here's
Brian,
what I'd like to do. Yeah,
Elbom, go ahead.
I'd like to kind of break both of those down.
Yeah, please do.
Almost in an ESPN sportscaster or like a boxer. Like if we're going to score the round.
Let me. If I was going to get you in on that, go ahead, and you're there.
So I want to say with Sam, first of all, the aggression in your face and that's still right there. That's a point to Sam right there. That's like a body blow. Like you're already more intense. You're selling it more. Like you're more invested from the jump. Secondly, anyone that goes to Italy, 99% of the chance, Terry Fountain, you're going to hit that. That's on the list. It's not like, oh, let me go out of my way. I defy you to find more than 5 people on a daily basis who actively are willing to go out of their way to find the George Michael jack-off bathroom. Again,
thank you.
Point to Sam.
Thanks,
again, point to Sam.
Which brings me to our little, we just have a little scoreboard here. Just so we know, guys. Yeah, I did. So, look, I hate to draw a line in the sand.
Go ahead and draw it.
You gotta be team.
There you go.
You're either team Sam, motherfucker, or you're team Steve. This is like death row. Like if you want the producers all up in the videos, all fucking in the, and if you don't know, if you want Puffy all up in your shit, then go to team Steve. But if you want that real West Coast shit, that Nipsey Hustle 2-pack shit, then come to Team Sam. That's what I'm saying. What do you think, Brian? Where's the scoreboard at now? If you just had to be completely real with yourself, no fake news, where would you put this?
I mean, I'd go ahead and give you a 1, give you 2. I got 2 body blows already in for you.
Thank you.
Now, you pointed out as well, Steve's just around other tourists. You're willing to do this with another man who's in the bathroom George Michael jerked off in.
Thank you.
For all we know, that dude's looking for a little back-to-back reach around.
He probably was. Hang on. Yeah, and go
ahead. Danger points. Double them up. 2 to 4. That's ding ding. I got you.
What is that? 2. Let me see if I can pull a little ding ding in here, Brian. Just so we do this. Well, it's a buzzer.
I'd love it.
This might work, Brian. How do you feel?
Oh
yeah. Okay.
I mean,
let me.
Let's go back, crotch,
Brian.
right?
I'm gonna undo the points and then let's redo them real quick so we can get that.
Dude, that's brilliant. It's brilliant. Give yourself another, and then now double up.
What 5 I'm at?
There we go. I'm giving you a 5 unless you can give him a -1 again for his face.
I don't think it does that. Let me try.
So bang yourself another one. We're at 5 for Sam.
Okay.
So
what about Steve?
5-0.
Just to be fair, I mean he is my best friend, so I don't want him to see this. And look, here's a little.
Well,
thing.
Sam, again, he's so busy. He's so busy. He couldn't even come on.
Brian, every time I call him, he sends me a voicemail. Every time. I try to text him 5 days. I have famous friends. I mean, you know that. I have famous friends, and they get back to me quicker than that
Sam,
fuck does. Why?
if I hear this right,
Dothan.
you had a viral video going
Yeah.
around, people wanting to make a production out of it.
Yeah,
And guess what? 50% of it couldn't be bothered.
No, Brian, and that's a great point that you just brought up too. Is there was a production company that wanted to do a TV show
Hell,
with
I
us.
run Constitution Pictures, production company in Los Angeles, California, right smack dab in the middle of Hollywood.
Yeah.
He didn't get, could have given me a call. I'm sure other suitors. I mean, but that's
No.
just, it's almost inexcusable. But yeah, so that video, I mean, and then you closed it out, like I said, with more aggression.
Yeah.
I feel like, you invested more.
Yeah.
I feel like he kind of stuck his toes in the water, so to speak, being around
Yeah,
the fountain. But
so to
I'll
speak.
need to see some more commitment from him down the line.
Right.
And just again, not to reiterate, but that face of his is not doing him any favors.
Right. And Brian, let me just be clear. He was always invited to do this podcast. As a matter of fact, I would send him a link to our second episode if he wants to come on and just be himself and talk this shit out like gentlemen. But I think he's too much of a fucking little bitch.
Oh, I mean, that seems guaranteed. But then again, like you said, he's so busy.
He's so busy. Brian, look at me. I have 3 kids, wildly successful comedy career. I don't ever tell him I don't
wife?
have time for you. Oh, yeah. I have a
job?
wife, a job.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I get. Can I get a ding?
I don't have
just
time.
let's finish that one off with a 6-0, Sam, and then we'll
Yeah,
tally
thanks,
all
Brian.
the points at the very end. So
Yeah, because it's just, this is a fucking, he's about to get skunked on the
Oh,
first
dude.
episode. It's about to be
I know.
7-0. So,
maybe he pulls one out. We'll see.
okay, here's what I want to show you now.
Okay.
Back to what
Now,
we were saying.
B17
Okay.
Entertainment. I'm assuming
Go ahead.
that's a porn company hoping everybody is going to be 17.
No.
Oh,
L-bomb. No,
interesting.
this was
Oh.
a very respectable production company, like legit, that
Okay.
approached Steve and I. They flew Steve in, okay? They flew him in from Atlanta, the golden ticket, to LA.
Just had to do a bump.
No problem. They flew him in from Atlanta to LA to like pitch us on this show. Okay. And then Steve went back and I ended up shooting, what you're about to see with them. But it's a fabulous pitch. It just ended up sometimes the people don't understand, man. And
Wait, did he get on the plane? Did he get on the plane?
I'm sorry.
Did he?
No, he did get on a plane, which is huge because everybody
Okay.
knows Steve has a real hard time of ever leaving the nest, ever leaving Atlanta. He's been there practically since a baby. Okay, we met in college at Regis University, but that was probably the furthest he's ever gotten away from mommy's teat. So
Yeah,
with
that
that
sounds accurate.
said,
Sounds
let's just
accurate.
roll. I'm gonna roll into this. I'm not necessarily gonna play the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm going to take the scoreboard down for a second, and let's just, I'm going to invite you guys to just check this out a little bit. It's really art. I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Sam. This is my best friend, Big Steve.
Fuck you, Sam.
I'm clearly better looking,
Okay. Oh, he's on the toilet. Keep going.
but that's not the point. As you know, most male relationships are rooted in rivalry. Well, this is nothing different. This is a gentleman's rivalry that we've been documenting over the past 10 years. We both love to travel and we send each other video.
Now, I have to stop this for a second, Brian, because I believe
Oh, is that you? Is that you shredding down the mountain?
Yeah, it's no big deal. I snowboard and
Wow.
I fucking ski.
Wow.
The only thing I'm wondering with this video right now is that music I'm thinking in the background. And Facebook is big on these fucking copyrights. Let
Kill
me
it.
see. Let me play that for a second. It might
So
just
we
mute
decided
this part.
one day to load
So
these touching videos to the interwebs, and well, the rest is history.
they know that. Okay, but look.
Hey, let me
show
just.
them.
I got a plan.
Look at the. Hold on, Brian. Can you look at that? Do you see those numbers?
Big Steve from the same
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Right?
Wow. But Sam.
Viral. I mean, what more do you fucking want?
Well, and I saw that 7 million number, and I'm thinking out
What
of
are
7,155,000, I'm thinking 7 million were probably because Sam's fucking awesome.
Well,
And then somewhere in there,
You didn't have to
100,000
say that.
people kind of tossed it in there, you know. Oh, and just about the Facebook conundrum, just to help you out. 2 words for Facebook. If they don't like it, fuck off, because we'll go right to YouTube. YouTube
dude.
will sign a contract with me in an hour.
Yeah, a matter of fact, I kind of not even really hip to the fact that we're on the Facebooks right now. So
Let's not even call it. Let's just call it F book, because it's just
what it
F,
is, man. It's a bunch.
Man.
Just
dude, garbage.
This is the greatest part about it. Is I'm gonna say fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg. You robotic little billionaire bitch. Okay, and what's he gonna do about it? I'm basically in his front yard on his platform. He
might not be able to do anything, because he's probably in his room crying about a girl. Yeah, this girl didn't like me, so I'm going to be mean to her online. Wait, big man.
I don't know. I wonder if he has feelings even like that. But I'll just say this, L-Bomb.
Yeah.
Fuck Zuckerberg. He's stealing land in Hawaii. He's a robot, as I stated. The Social Network, he was pretty good in that movie. But beyond that, fuck that dude. Right? I'm not about all that money.
Moving on.
So anyway, the production company B-17 wanted to make this film with us. And Brian, I got to tell you, sometimes in Hollywood, I've pitched a lot of shows with, big A-name, A-list talent that I'm not going to even name here, and we've failed. We have not sold the show.
That's classy move, too, though. Classy move.
So the fact that this show didn't sell, it just added to the freaking shock and fuckery of L.A. and Hollywood. They don't know what they want. This show would have, let me just show you something.
Give me a couple more clips.
We were going to go around the world with this show, and it would have changed people's lives. That's a leaf blower, Brian. That's real.
Yeah.
From the White House.
Fuck you, Big Steve.
Okay. Let's just address this. There is a serious homeless problem in L.A.
Sam, let's get the scoreboard up.
Yeah, why don't we?
Reason
please
again,
tell me
Sam.
There's a point you're seeing for Steve, because it's going to be a skunk and we'll have to end the show.
It's a danger factor for Sam again. We live in L.A. Danger factor with homeless. That guy. While you're doing again the intensity on your face,
I know.
It's like it's Game 7, right?
Yeah.
Game 7. You're on the mound. You're looking to shut it down for the Yankees and bring that title home.
Thank you.
There's a lot of want to
for the Cardinals. I'm from St. Louis, so I'd bring it home.
I meant Cardinals. I did. I meant Game 7.
Yankees for you, Cardinals for me.
Busch Stadium. The Cardinals about to close it out, and Sam, this is the second time you're putting yourself in danger, bodily harm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look
that
at that
guy's
guy.
behind you. What happens when another man's behind you? Bad things.
Yeah, those aren't thumbs. You know what I mean?
Dog.
And think about this. That guy looks like an MMA fighter. Let me go full screen on that so you can see what the hell I'm talking. He's MMA. MMA.
Dude, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Everyone in there, like, oh man. First of all, Sam, can I get a ding? You need another point down there for Sam,
dude. I'm gonna skunk him. You gotta give Steve a pointer. The show's over. We gotta.
Oh God, I could. But then
what can we find positive to say about him?
Well, I want to start with this. Am I sensing maybe it's just the video? Is there a bracelet on his left arm? Is that guy rocking
he wears
like 1995 bracelet? What is that? Hemp?
It's a friendship bracelet.
Is that a hemp friendship?
What can we do? We just need something. He's very committed to telling me to fuck off, but he can't commit to doing a podcast. Like, we've only been on L-Bomb for 23 minutes. That's all I ever asked for you, Steve.
Here's what I got.
8 more minutes. Yeah,
I've got a soft spot for Fedora.
Okay. Oh,
that can get him on the board.
It is. Okay.
There's something.
It is. I do love that.
But
I like that.
All right. I'm not like. I just want to say, he's getting the point, but with hesitation. It's like he's trying to be like a little bit of this Tommy Lee, like, and not that Tommy Lee's a poser, but this guy.
He does not have the dick size.
There's a little bit of a poser smell.
He does not have the girth or the size of Tommy Lee. Let's be honest, and let's play it a little more.
Everything in our friendship is competitive. Nothing is off table.
Fuck you, Sam. This 747 can land inside your wife.
I gotta give him credit for this one, L-Bomb, because as Steve will tell you, this doesn't happen anymore. This was like one of the last times that airplane ever flew over. So I gotta give him, for timing. I'm gonna give him a point.
I'm gonna need you to rewind the tape for a minute. Though. I need you to rewind the tape for a second,
Sorry,
though. I feel like
I got excited and popped my earpiece out. Yeah, let me.
oh, I
go
get. Hey, Sam, I get excited and pop all the time. Don't even worry about it.
Thanks.
Listen,
Here it
I
is.
feel like is there a
What do you
cut
wanna
in
see?
here? All right, let me see this again. Is there a cut? Is this official?
No,
Like,
no,
if
it's
this-
real. Like, are you
Let
wondering?
me see. Let me see.
Hold on. Hold on.
I thought I saw a cut. I thought I saw a cut.
Hold on. Are you wondering? Did Steve take some of his trust fund money and have a Hollywood CGI guy put that plane in? Is that what you're suggesting?
It's confirmed, Sam. That's confirmed. That's the allegation. That's the allegation.
That he spent some of that trust fund money. I think last time I heard he gets like $40K a month, but whatever. Who's counting? Let's play the video.
Yeah. You should fix that face.
Right. Or his hairline. Okay, look at that.
Okay, it's legit. I thought there was a quick cut in there. I'll give him to him.
Here's this.
9 times the size of your needle dip.
No, look, he got his wife in on the game, okay? Which copycatted because I got my wife in on the game first, and yeah, so he's his wife thinks.
Quick question.
Oh
Did
shit!
his
Hold
wife-
on. This is
Did
huge.
his
We've
wife
got
just-
somebody watching. Okay.
Did his wife just drop a needle dick?
Yeah, she did.
She might have just stolen a point for him.
Team Dorm. Can you see that?
She might have just.
Ryan Brosnan, known as the Dorm, he's also Regis alumni. He was my college roommate, freshman semester. He apparently claims that I was pretty dirty. I had a snake. I was Jewish, and that largely I was loud and hard to be roommates with. But we made up for it. Oh, nice. His wife, who was so cool and much better than him, Noelle Dean Brosnan, just said she's Team Dorm. But guys, here's what we need you to do. If you have to keep it 100, are you Team Sam or Team Steve? And we'll just put a little point up on the scoreboard. Again, we've invited Steve to be part of this podcast months and months, but because due to his lack of commitment, which we all know about, we just had to go ahead and do it because the people wanted it. So let's see what they're
Hey,
saying.
I need to drop a full disclosure. So I actually know the Dorm Ryan Brosnan as well.
Sure.
Stand-up gentleman.
Yeah.
That guy is an absolute stand-up gentleman.
is.
He's a gem of a man.
He is.
So anyways,
Yeah,
just wanted to get that
from
out there.
Burlingame, California. From Burlingame. So he's
He
a
was
Ranger.
he took a couple hops with me, back when he was flying. He's out of the game now, but yeah, he was my co-pilot.
I gotta say, Brian, this one kind of
Called
cut
him
a
Back
little.
Bay.
This
Called
one
him Back Bay.
Backbait. Oh, okay.
Yep,
Yeah, he's
called him
no.
Back Bay.
Steve does have one of those. He's actually, a lot of people don't know, he's double jointed in the hips, so he can go backwards or forwards, like one of those fucking little dummy like inflatables that you would punch as a kid. And
Sure.
here's something just in, Brian. This kind of hurts. Noelle Dean Brosnan says we are split. Give each one a point, guys. You probably weren't watching earlier, but I said we're drawing a line in the sand. Okay, so there
One or
was
the
no
other.
split.
One or the-
The other. Noelle Dean Brosnan also says that Steve enjoys banana hammocks, which not so sure. I've been in a few thongs throughout my career. I've never seen Steve in one, but if we had to say who looked better in a banana
She might
hammock,
be
who would that
meaning not
be?
necessarily that he's in it like he's wearing it, that he's in it. Like
Right.
he's going into the other guy's banana hammock.
Sure,
It
but-
might be what she's saying.
I do want to respect our audience, Elbom, so I'm just going to apply
Okay.
a point to each. And one to me. Cool. Yeah, that's 7-3 now, which is actually, it's for the first episode, that's kind of where I thought I would be, but it's it feels...
Remember, it could have been
pretty good.
worse. It could have been worse. We've been lenient to this point, but it could have been worse.
Yeah, and anybody just tuning in right now, welcome to the FU Sam and Steve podcast. This, again, Steve was invited to be a co-host in this podcast, but, I honor commitment over, whoever he thinks so.
I kind of feel like, though, Sam, I think you've got another
Dorm,
point coming.
sorry. Dorm enjoys banana hammocks, not Steve. So sorry for that
Gotcha.
clarification. And then
Thank you,
admitted to
Noelle, very much for the clarification.
Thanks
It's very
for
classy.
watching, Noelle. Please share
Stay
with your
class A.
friends too. Mm-hmm.
Steve, so
Wherever
let's
you
go
get your
back to the
podcasts.
if she did if she hit you with a needle dick.
Right.
Here's the thing: it's not a point for Steve though. I don't know what we do with that one.
Let's
But
see
I
his
I just
follow-up
want to
real
give a
quick.
little credit. Yeah.
Okay, follow up.
Needle dick.
Now here he goes. Did you see him throwing that glass?
Yeah, we'll get to that. It's a
we'll
little
get to that.
soft. I think he's trying to be too hard with it.
Yeah, it's funny. That's what I was gonna say. Steve is one of these guys. For those of you guys who don't know and respect the Steve we all know and love, as we said earlier, he was born literally with a silver spoon, like so far up his ass, that he
And
had a professional chef when he was younger.
teaspoon, not just a teaspoon. I mean, we're talking like the spoon that you use to get like the mashed
A
potatoes.
ladle. Yeah,
Yes.
he has a solid silver ladle spoon stuck up his ass. That's why he has bow legs. Okay. Here's a little fun fact about Steve.
Shots fired.
He's got terrible bow legs. Okay. He was an amazing athlete. Like supposedly in high school, like he was like one to watch, and was supposedly to go pro. It didn't happen. But he has his bow legs because he's got this huge ladle so far up his stupid ass. Let me see. Noelle's got a comment coming in. Bear is such a raging badass for birthing babies and shooting on Sam.
Like she shot a load on you?
I'm not really sure what she means by that. She says
she like lady squirt? Did she lady squirt on you?
She did say no points for Steve, so I do a lot. Shitting. Okay. Words.
NDB.
Words matter.
NDB.
NDB. Words matter, Noelle. Okay, so let's try and read that one again. Bear, such a raging badass for shitting babies. Oh, wait, no. Bear, such a raging badass for birthing babies and shitting on Sam. Got it. Makes sense. No, Noelle, you're totally right. And while we're here, let's just give a shout to all the women on Earth who are the creators of all life. Okay, so in this show, we might hate Steve, but we love women first.
Love.
Let's keep a little bit of this rolling.
Okay, do it.
Fuck you, Big Steve, from the red carpet.
Okay, just real quick. This was from the Chocolate Sundays Showtime special that I was part in. Brian, I don't want to call myself famous. I think that's such a weird term to use, but I guess I am.
Accurate.
So
accurate.
Thank you. So this was a huge moment in my career. I was at the red carpet, and it goes to show you my dedication to our friendship and our craft. Like I said, Steve's one of my best friends. Even though sometimes I feel like the friendship's not there. I gotta freaking be vulnerable here for just a second and say sometimes I feel like I put more in to the relationship than he does.
That's probably consistent with this guy's lifestyle. But again, I gotta say, Sam, look where he is. Oh, I'm in Greece. I'm going to the Colosseum, like tourist edition. You gotta fight to get on red carpets.
Yeah.
You gotta be invited to get on red carpets.
You do.
And you're in the mix. So again, the technical experative level that you've taken this to, Sam, I gotta you to hit me with at least 2 more for Sam.
Wow.
At least 2.
Dude, wasn't even expecting points. Hold on, but shit, dude. Brian, that's why I love having you here on this show.
I'm just calling it as a
I don't want people to just think I'm
right down the middle.
Yep,
I'm calling it right down the middle. Even Steven. Yeah, I mean that looks fair to me. I mean, this guy, he doesn't have the want to. He doesn't have the hustle.
Yeah.
And again, I'm seeing the intensity. I feel like he's just kind of like, I guess I'll do another video.
I'll mail it in. Side note: Steve has super fat thumbs, and his favorite thing to do is just sit on his laptop on a couch, laid back, and I don't know. I think he just types with his thumbs. But let's keep rolling the tape.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Sam, from a Ferris wheel. Fuck you, Big Steve, in front of this guy.
We saw that.
In front of my
Yeah.
house. Fuck you, Sam, straight from Atlanta, Georgia. Just tell you what I do to your wife's uterus.
Okay. So that's one we were talking about. Again, the attacks at my wife started with Steve. He threw it at my wife and my wife's uterus. And I have to say, Brian, at about the time this video came out, when he was smashing bricks. And again, this is Steve's childhood home where his parents never disciplined him. So, this is like an average temper tantrum. So when his his trust fund, and his parents are so rich and his family is so wealthy, shout out to the Eichelbergers, that he just breaks the windows in his room and they just got a fucking guy on retainer. Shout out to China Bob, who comes over and fixes the glass every time for him. Like, he sends me this video weekly, breaking glass off in my wife's uterus, and I gotta be honest, I'm sick of it.
We might have to. He might lose a point, and I'll tell you why. Dude, are you kidding me with the vest? Would you just jump ship, sailor?
Wow,
dude, the vest. That is. Where'd you say this guy's from again?
I don't have fashion sensibilities, and you do. And see, I don't notice that shit, and you do. What, are we gonna take one away? Is that what you said?
You gotta lose one, dude. I mean, a vest. Come on, dude. In Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, it's so cold. So cold down there in Georgia. Let me put my vest on. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that vest.
Just took a point down. Wow.
Yeah, it has to happen. Again, I call him as I see him, dude. Yeah. It's like a fight card.
Let's just keep rolling with it. Right.
You big Steve from this leaf.
Right, classic. This is the height of creativity, by the way.
Sam, you're putting yourself in danger.
Right.
Like, think about it. Pause it real quick.
Right there.
He's throwing that thing through glass, so that glass is going to go away from him.
Right.
You just put a 900,000 megahertz leaf blower.
Thank you.
In almost in your mouth. I mean, you're lucky you didn't blow your tonsil.
It was in my mouth. Yeah. Dude, and imagine like that was pre-code,
Point Sam.
Pre-cove.
Point Sam.
Oh, dude.
How many points? You're about to hit double digits, man. It's getting ugly for this
10
guy.
to 2.
Yeah.
So just real quick, L-Bomb, this is me, of course. Again, I'm at the Playboy Mansion, because something you got to know about me. I don't know. It's a humble brag. Shout out to, R.I.P. Harris Whittles. He created the hashtag humble brag. A lot of people don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent, genius comedian. But this was just another day for me in Hollywood. I was at the Playboy Mansion pretty much by myself shooting. I'm a producer.
Been there. Yeah.
I was there.
I produce. I produce.
Playing. Oh, good. You too. Yeah, I know. Playing in the fucking, the grotto, talking to the animals, and I said, "What?"
Oh, the grotto's the best.
What a perfect opportunity to shove it in this piece of shit's face, Big Steve.
Oh yeah.
You big Steve from the Playboy Mansion.
A roller coaster. What is Six Flags? We saw that one. That was the White House. Ooh. Okay, those are better days. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. I'm gonna take the screen down. Hold on.
Okay.
Fuck you, Sam, right from Millersville, Georgia, where Ben Roethlisberger got his spray pawn.
So that one, I don't know. It's controversial. A lot of people. I said that. Just a little background. I actually, one of my in-laws, we were watching a football game, and correct. You're like the sports book genius, L-Bomb. So
yes,
Roethlisberger, he was playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Is that correct?
He was. Okay. Yeah.
So, and again, I'm just going to be vulnerable here. My father-in-law got really upset at Thanksgiving a few years ago when my brother-in-law said, "Oh, there's been Rapelberger," and I said, "There's Roethlisberger, the rapist," and I got yelled at, man. It was so. Did he do it?
I think I know. I've got a few things to say about that. For one, as somebody who's named their fantasy football team, been there, raped that.
I don't know if you can say that, dude. That might have just gotten our whole podcast canceled. Like what you just said. So let's keep back on track. I'm gonna keep rolling the video. This was me in a car wash.
I was gonna say those were accusers 1 and 2.
Okay, they might show up in the comments. Look, again, Steve showing off he was on a jet ski. Because if you'll notice, I'm not about money. It's about the creativity of the FU video. And I want to encourage also, this is a big thing. We want to encourage our viewers, listeners, to create your own FU videos. Send them to us, okay? samcrupin@gmail.com. And, here's my little Facebook so you can see the spelling. Hit me up, send me your video, and let us know. Are you Team Sam? Or are you Team Steve? Because it's time to draw a line in the sand. Now, look at this. Now, that said, right, Steve's got all these expensive, locations. Look where I went to. Straight to this was before it was his wife, right to Bear's tits. He calls her Bear. That's her cute little nickname, and I love her. She's awesome. She's a nurse. Shout out to all the nurses.
Big Steve, fuck you from your girl's teeth.
God, and let's just stop it there if we can. Shout out to Bear, who, I don't want this to turn sexist at all, Brian. I want this to stay completely complimentative. But Steve,
I think it's simple. 2 points for Sam.
Yeah, your wife is amazing, and I don't know how she's with you. Nobody does. We're gonna give two points. Thanks, Brian.
I mean, that's right there on the screen. 2 points for
and
Sam.
taking it straight to his
points.
wife's.
2 points.
Yeah, 2 points. There you go. Tune in Tokyo. All right, let's keep rolling.
Your girl's teeth.
Oh, more glass breaking tantrum. Typical. Look at that. Me snowboarding. Creativity.
See, now that are we sure that's the same guy, or is that the lead singer for Color Me Bad?
Could have been the lead singer of Color Me Bad, or it could have been Kenny Rogers just shortly after he died.
Okay.
Let's keep playing it, though. Oh, yeah. Totally original. Oh, look. He's still... We saw this. Yeah, we know. Again, folks, here's something I just want to tell you guys, too, on this podcast. We've got tons of these videos, okay? We're starting to break down the phenom in this one. And, Brian, I just want to let you know, we've been on
scratching the surface, bro.
Yeah,
scratching the surface.
We are. And we've already been on this for 41 minutes, so I'm
okay.
almost...
Well, let's round out the final scores, dude.
I do.
So,
I
let
do,
me see
and
that
I want to
scoreboard.
take it. I just want to take it to show you guys. I started the first FU because I had kids before Steve did, and I want my viewing audience to know when you're deciding which team to be on. I started the delivery room FU that took it to basically the crescendo of this shit, and here it is.
Sam, my insides are being ripped apart.
Her insides are being ripped apart. Fuck you, Sam, you piece of shit.
Dude,
Push.
shout out
That's
again
a
to our
push.
wives. I gotta give a shout
That's a
out to our
push.
wives, okay? I gotta give a shout out to our wives.
We're giving shout outs. I'm giving shout outs to Phil Foden for that rocket that he put past Borussia Dortmund the other day to send City through into the Champions League's final fucking four.
Oh, okay. A little sports update. Now, I just, Elbaum, we're going to get out of here, but I just want to show you guys.
Gotta get out
this
of
is
here.
a special clip.
Like I said, I got a hop to take.
Yeah, I got to get out too. I'm gonna show you this last clip. This was an excellent clip. This was us in Isla Mujeres, Mexico, one of my favorite places to go. And our lovely captain, who we had just caught a barracuda. And I didn't know that you're not supposed to hold a barracuda. But in Mexico, there's no rules. So they just say, yeah.
Barracuda and holding, like that kind of seems like that, you should have.
Hang on, I'm sorry. Shoot. There's an ad, okay? Because my YouTube channel. Here we go. Again, it might get dubbed for... Okay, there it is. Oh, no, there it is, too. We might get dubbed for that because there's music. I gotta take the music out. Let me see. Let me bring it back. And to the crescendo, folks. Let's see. Here you go. Now, behind me is actually, we'll say the controversial, great Brent Ryerson. You can't see him. I'm going to go full screen on this real quick.
AKA the rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake, yeah. AKA the rattlesnake, actually.
You're going to need to get that scoreboard up.
Let me see. Because yep, there you go.
Here's the thing, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Deadly animal. You just incorporated a deadly animal.
Okay, hold on. Let me show the people.
Sam, let me take that back. If
this guy could maybe one day be on this podcast, the guy right up there, if he apologizes to me, because he was pretty rude to me on the phone about a month ago. But the rattlesnake, really a classy character, could probably go in more depth for us about this whole, F. Sam and Steve controversy. But until that day, Brian, is there any points we need to throw up before we get out of here?
Absolutely. I made a mistake. I said that you were just dealing with one deadly animal there in the Barracuda, and then I forgot. I too know rattlesnake Ryerson.
Is
That's
a deadly
two dead.
animal.
That's two deadly animals.
Sure.
So ding ding, 2 points. You're also
And-
out at sea. Things can go bad there. So why don't you cap that off at a 15?
Wow,
And,
so generous of you today.
Yeah. Well, like I said, though, points are a point. Like you've earned every single one of them
Thank you.
today. I mean,
This felt
he
good.
got a couple gimmies, but it looks like 15-2 is our outcome. I mean, that's a harsh beat down on day one. So
It is. I know.
he's got
But
a few
what
more
do
of
we
these
expect?
to go.
Again, I want to thank you, everybody who tuned in to the inaugural first ever Origin Story FU Sam and Steve podcast. And I just want to put this is really kind of nice. This is a really nice little way to end the show. I'm going to take our little graphic down. I'm going to go to, guys, my former college roommate, Ryan T. Brosnan. He's just I don't know. He's just a sweet guy, I think is what you'd call him. And he said, Team Sam will get my vote. Oh, if he produces footage from my wedding. Okay. I do have your wedding footage.
Not a big ask.
No,
Not a big ask.
You're out.
Brazzy,
you know
not
what?
a big ask.
Let me do this, Dorm. You talk to me. I'm going to go look on some of the old hard drives. I do have the footage. I know I have footage on there. Tell me what
there
you
might be
want.
footage of me on there giving a beatdown to somebody in a bathroom closet or a bathroom door. There might be some weird
what we're
shit.
gonna do? I don't
If
know.
if you do find that, I will be at your house to take it from you. That footage is
do this.
not for public consumption. And by the way, Sam, I don't want to thank anybody for watching. You're welcome. I want to say you're welcome.
No,
for
I think
watching.
that's an important part of our show. To all the viewing audience, go fuck yourself, okay?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
This
yeah.
has been a tough
Have
ass
a great
year.
fuck you
And
afternoon.
Look at this. I just want to bring this up real quick. Dorm, you're going to appreciate this. I believe this is from your wedding where Steve, okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get it to the place just so you guys get an idea of what a piece of shit this guy is. Hold on.
There was bowling at Dorm's wedding. I believe I was
and it
at
goes
that wedding.
on and on. Oh, this is actually at PJ's wedding. Who, PJ
Makes more
also
sense. Makes
is
more
another
sense.
Ranger. Can you see? No, hold on. PJ is one of the whitest people on the planet, man.
PJ McDaniel
He's
purposely
so
showed me a
fucking
boner pic at Sam's party for no
Oh
reason.
yeah, dude. Tell people about that super quick before.
Real quick. Imagine
Mm-hmm.
you're at a party with a bunch of your friends, people you know, and some people are taking pictures
Totally.
at the party. 20 minutes later, after he took pictures of the party that I'm at, so everything I've seen in the last 20 minutes, and my man's like, hey, Elbom, check out some of the pictures I took. Picture number one, oh, cool. Hey, man, this is the party we're at. Picture number two, his rock hard boner. No thanks, bro. Take your phone back.
Phew, what a jerk. So let's move on. This
Creeper,
was from
dude.
PJ's
Creeper.
wedding. Just to get an
PJ
idea of how
Creep
white
McDaniel.
things are.
People dancing.
Okay, like
PJ's mom.
Music, careful.
That's his wife.
music. You're right. Thank you. His wife, his lovely wife, who he doesn't deserve. I got to preface this. Pretty much all of our friends don't deserve any of their wives.
Breaking
Now-
news. I'm pretty sure she just filed for divorce.
Yes. Now this is something. I'm just gonna get into the part where we were.
Who's that fucking loser?
Let's see. And we will get Dorm. We're gonna get your wedding up here at some point where I believe. Oh, here's something good. Now, guys, this is a little thing. We're gonna get out of here. Steve is a prop comic. Check this out real quick. Music again. I'm gonna just mute that audio just so you guys can see. Look at him. He's just got his face in a plate. Look at him. There's my hot wife. That's my hot wife. Just to show you guys that I don't talk all this shit about, the fact that, I married well. I deserve my wife, okay? Steve does not deserve his wife. She's a 10, and anytime she wanted to move to LA, I would gladly take her and her two lovely children and we'd work out an arrangement. I just got to say, wow. I don't know. That felt really good today for our first show, and we pretty much hit the 50-minute mark. If any of our big fans out there got anything to say, now's the time. But
my ride's here. The Hummer just showed up from Camp David, so my ride's here to take me to take me to the port. But
I gotta say, and I gotta thank my my old college roommate, my old roomie, Ryan Brosnan. We called him Dorm because he, for at some point, I don't know if he was getting paid, but he was at the front of our dorm, so he became, like Norm from Cheers. Everybody like Norm. Well, and Steve, being the asshole that he is, would probably take credit for this, but I was the one who said dorm, okay? Because we were in a dorm, Norm, and I created that. If you want to dispute that dorm right now, you can, but just look what he's going to end our show on. Eat, fuck, kill. It's a mantra. It's a way of life. It works. Be careful about the killing part because you can end yourself in some serious trouble. But we are going to feature the clip next week. You got to remind me, L-Bomb, at Dorm's wedding, beautiful wedding in San Francisco, Burlingame, I believe. Steve
felt like
he was putting his face in his food again, and he was yelling, "Eat, fuck, kill" at Dorm's wedding.
Solid play. Fair play.
So we're going to show. Tune in next time. What's today? It's Wednesday?
Wednesday or something.
No, it isn't. It's fucking Thursday. We're both on drugs. It's
That's right.
Thursday. It's 2:10 on Thursday. It was about... let's just say, guys, about every 1 o'clock on Thursday, you can tune in to see the FU, Sam, and Steve podcast. And I got to thank, big shout out to my co-host, L-Bomb. I want to thank you for your commitment. Because that's obviously something Steve does not possess. And that hurts.
Intellect.
That really hurts. So again, we'll see you guys later. This has been the FU, Sam and Steve podcast. Please like, subscribe, and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
And fuck Steve.
Oh yes, and fuck you, Steve, you piece of shit.